Yeah, I'm going to do a little repair on a crack on this fiberglass top I got from my Suzuki. This is an OEM top. It's not really much of a crack, and you can see they kind of repaired it over here with some goop. And you know, that's from lifting up the front and putting too much stress here. What somebody would probably do typically was they'd probably use something like this, fiberglass or Dynaglass or Bondo glass, which is really not too bad. Now, I'd probably use something like this if it was over here, or you know, there was like something like got smacked in here and cracked this. But considering it's over here, like a super high stress point, I'm going to use this. You know, I use this stuff. I've been using it. It's expensive, man. It's like $36 or more for this, like these two tubes. It's 3M panel adhesive for gluing on rocker panels, quarter panels, door skins. You know, that's pretty much how they're putting cars together. They're doing half welding of the panels and half adhesive. Part number 08115. Now, you could use other things in this, but considering this is such a high stress area, we're going to take care of it right here. And I'll be grinding it down with this little flap wheel here on my grinder. And I got my shooting glasses, which are fine for safety glasses. But we'll put this away because I'm not going to use this. This is not, maybe if I got to put a skim coat over it, but I don't think so. It's not going to take too much. And this stuff is black, so just put a spritz of truck bed lining over it and you'll be fine. And that should be good enough. It's probably ground in about 1/8 inch, 3/16 of an inch. It doesn't appear to be like totally cracked through all the way. Maybe, I'm not even 110% sure, but it's going to get filled in right now. So we'll take care of that and just get a little yellow squeegee out here and mix some stuff up. Cool thing about this, it'll take a long time for it to dry. Got plenty of time to work with it. That's a good thing too. Now this stuff almost reminds you of JB Weld because it's got like almost like a white tube. It's like a little bit off white, and it has a black, right? But it ain't gonna dry in 5 minutes. I can tell you that right now. I'll get this on a steady. It ain't gonna dry in 5 minutes. But you know, there's no, since the top is already bolted down there really hard. You know, I really should. I gotta watch this. It's usually I use a squeegee to mix it up with, then another one to apply it with. If you do that, you're okay. But this, you got a long time to work with it. I probably mixed more than enough. In fact, I know I did. So, there we go. And right over the dirt, right? And since there's some extra, we're probably going to put somewhere else, someplace else on this thing. It's cool about this, if you get it on here pretty smooth, I mean, this is a rough top anyway. I ain't going to really need to do nothing with that, right? I'm not even going to sand it. Maybe just a little bit and put a little paint on there. And I'll probably just go over this spot right here. Put it on there kind of gloopy. You know, I was just kind of going over. I really didn't go to town. I kind of like the look on this. It's like this with the, what do you call it? Just some pop rivets in there. And it's got, you hear a truck back there, whatever that is. And this is just the seal. Also, that's the panel adhesive in here, holding that together. Some pop rivets. This ain't going nowhere because that thing is actually doubled up, and it's coated on the inside with a lot of stuff. It's not going to rust. This is all truck bed lined, you know. Some people say they don't like that, but I think it's better that way, to tell you the truth. Probably should go over this too. I'm going to get that with the DA, as a matter of fact. The last time I fixed that, actually that was some rust, but I got behind it with special rust killer, chassis saver and stuff, and then I undercoat truck bed line it after the chassis saver. It ain't rusting from the inside, so it was basically a little tiny patch hole on the edge there. But tomorrow I will, well, this I can actually do right now, the truck bed lining. Just clean it off with some starting fluid and give it a spritz. This, I sanded it down, I put a quick coat over it. I'll probably sand it down again, and then I didn't sand here, I should have done that. But it's not, like I said, it's just a freaking Jeep. It just looked a little too screwed up for me even. And what it is just a piece of plate steel over it. It got over on the inside of it too, for the inside. Stopped a rust hole that was right here. And you know, this is all coated on the inside. The whole frame is all coated on the inside. It's not going to rust anymore. And that stuff is impervious to rust, because if any water got through to the opposite side, what can happen is it won't affect it. So this, I'm just going to spray that down. That's just so, just put a quick coat of truck bed lining over that. And the way I keep this stuff, actually this tube is almost used up. The way I keep it is I keep it double bagged in 2 Ziploc bags, and keep all the air out of it, you know, squeeze all the air out of it first. So it's, even though you got to mix this stuff for it to harden, I make sure that it's in double locked bags with the cap on, so there's no air getting in it at all. So, and I haven't used that shit in a month. So this stuff, as soon as it dries, be tomorrow. I'll sand it down real quick, put some truck bed lining on it, and that's it. So that's a wrap. Yeah, it is better than what it was. You know, it's truck bed lining. When it dries, it'll be all flat looking. You're not going to really notice it. But that's it. I just use this stuff. I always pick this up at Wally World, plus the rust converter, and just regular gloss paint. Rust converter, Rust-Oleum, and gloss paint. I found out those are the simplest things to use. And you know, with the little sand blaster, you know, I don't need to get all the rust off. Just hit it with the rust converter and then go over with this stuff, you know, and some gloss paint. Quick and dirty. Main thing is I don't like rust, and you know, I just don't want to have holes and things. As long as the steel is good, I don't give a damn. You don't need to spend a lot of money on it. And this stuff, I keep a lot of this stuff around, engine starting fluid, because not only is it better at cleaning carburetors or cleaning anything, this actually, even though it says with upper cylinder lubricant, it's got such a little bit amount in there. I never seen any fish eyes on paint. As a matter of fact, I painted this here a long time ago. This is never screwed up. I painted up here a long time ago too, about over a year ago, just plain old Rust-Oleum. But I chemically cleaned it with this. I didn't use pre-cleano. So I found out when I do that, did up here too, you know, and all along the top, it's just a little dirty, all along the top here. Now, even all around, none of this chipped. None of this chipped. This was done a good over about a year ago. But I've done stuff with just Rust-Oleum, but pre-cleaned it with this stuff, and it's lasted for 10 years. It's still good. This stuff actually really does chemically clean the paint, and I think it etches the paint a little bit too, where it gets in the paint, makes it a little softer, and if you just lightly sand it, it's got a good chemical adhesion. It's weird, man. You don't think this shit would work, but that's why I keep every time I go down to Wally World, I get a bunch of these damn things. I use it for so many different things. I even use it to kill wasp nests with. Works better than a wasp spray. That stuff will kill them faster than anything.